I would like to talk about another common mistake that I came across while grading your LCMS lab reports. Almost everybody calculated the imidazolil concentration in the extract correctly, uh, 415.9 ppb, by using these intercept and slope values that we calculated in the previous video, in the first video. Almost everybody did that correctly, but many people failed to convert that extract concentration to the concentration in orange. And actually, that can be performed by a simple equation like that. C1 times M1 is equal to C2 times M2 type simple formula. So now we will do that, but of course we have some assumptions. We will assume that all the imidazolil was extracted into acetonitrile in the extraction process. Of course, that's not true. That's a preliminary approximation. Later in the following videos, I will show you that the extraction yield is not 100%. It's around 88%. But at that step, we will assume that all the imidazolil was transferred to acetonitrile. And what did we do in the extraction? We took approximately 2 grams of orange puree. It's in fact 2.076 something. And we put 4.95 milliliters of acetonitrile onto the sample. And then we also added some auxiliary chemicals to enhance the extraction. And 4.95 milliliters of acetonitrile is equal to 3.87 grams of acetonitrile. And it's written here, M acetonitrile. And this concentration of imidazolil in acetonitrile is already calculated by this slope, intercept, and response value. Response is not written here, but it can be easily calculated. So M orange is the mass of the puree. So let's put these into this equation and solve it for C orange. I'm gonna say equal, and that's going to be equal to, I mean, C orange is gonna be equal to C acetonitrile times M acetonitrile, right? And this is gonna be divided by the M orange value, which is in here. And if you do it like that, of course, I have too many significant figures. If you do it like that, you will see that it's equal to 774.9 ppb. So in this case, the ppb was defined as nanograms per gram. Still in here, it's nanogram per gram. But we're thinking about a large sample. Orange fruit is large in mass. So ppb can also be defined as micrograms per kilogram. So in this case, I'm going to replace this ppb as microgram per kilogram, right? 10 to the minus 6 grams divided by 10 to 3 grams, and that's equal to 10 to the power minus 12, which is ppb. So that's the correct unit that you are going to report it in. Or you can also wait a minute, report it in milligrams per kilograms, and this time it's going to be ppb divided by 1000, and in this case it's ppm, 0.775 ppm is how you report it. But again, this is an oversimplification. Uh, we assumed the extraction yield is 100%, which is not true, and I will talk about that later.